The purpose of this recording is to guide SAMHSA grantees on how to submit a non-competing continuation. To log into ERA Commons, go to public.era.nih.gov/commons. This will bring you to the ERA Commons login screen. Next, you will log in on the left-hand side of the screen with your credentials. Select Non-Research from the Apps icon in the upper left corner of the screen. From there, select Manage Continuations, which will take you to the Manage Continuation search screen. The view will differ depending on whether you are logging in with the PDPI role, or the signing official role. SO role for short. Please note that the SO is the same as the business official. If the PDPI signs in, they will see a pre-populated list with a row for each grant that the PDPI is assigned. If the SO signs in, they can enter specific search criteria to find a specific grant, or merely select Search, which will produce a list that contains every active grant at the SO's organization. Note that the default results will only include active grants, unless the Include Expired Segments checkbox is checked. When that checkbox is selected, grants with expired project periods will be displayed in the list. The list contains the core grant number, federal agency name, project period start and end dates, budget period start and end dates, PDPI name, continuation status for the upcoming year, project title, and an action column for each row of data. There is a filter option that can be used to narrow the results further. In the Action column, you will see a View button. Select the View button to navigate to the Continuations View screen. On this screen you are able to see detailed information for each budget period or support year that is left in the project period or segment. For years where you have not submitted a non-competing continuation yet, you will see information populated for the support year, status, open date, and due date columns, as well as the Select One button in the Action column. For years where you have submitted a non-competing continuation already, then you will also see information populated for the application number, grants.gov tracking number, and submitted date columns. For years where you have not submitted a non-competing continuation yet, when you click on Select One, you will see the Initiate option in the drop-down. Note that you will only be able to initiate a new non-competing continuation when the continuation status is due within the open and due date range, or late after the due date, but before the current budget period end date. Also note that if you have already initiated a non-competing continuation, then the drop-down option will say, Edit Continuation. After you make your selection, you will be directed to the Application Submission System and Interface for Submission Tracking, or Assist, where you will complete and submit your non-competing continuation. The default landing page in Assist is the Application Information screen, where you will find information about the application. Along the top of the Application Information screen, you will see the forms that are required to be completed. Specific guidance on how to fill out the forms is contained in SAMHSA's Continuation Guidance, which is emailed directly to the BO and PD, as well as posted on the SAMHSA Continuation website. You may add optional forms to your application by selecting Add Optional Form on the left-hand side of your screen. As you navigate through the forms, you will see that some data fields have been pre-populated for you, based on your prior award record. Some of those fields are editable, and some are not. For example, on the SF424 cover form, the type of application is not editable. For non-competing continuations, the continuation field will be selected. As you move through each form and save your progress, the system will alert you to fields that are required to be entered. Click on the links to directly navigate to those fields. Complete the rest of the forms including sites, budget non-construction, budget narrative attachment, project narrative, and other narrative attachments, before proceeding to submission. After you complete all of the forms in your application, you will need to select Update Submission Status on the left-hand side of the screen, and change the status to ready for submission. At this point, Assist will run the validations, to ensure that there are not any errors that have to be corrected, before submission. After all the errors have been cleared, an individual in your organization with AOR, or Authorized Organization Representative credentials, will go to the Application Information screen, the Summary tab, and submit the application. After the application is successfully submitted, it will be sent to grants.gov, and then to ERA for processing. Both the grantee and federal staff members will receive an email confirming receipt of the application. And the continuation status for the grant will be changed to submitted. Grantees can log in to the ERA Commons, access the Non-Research, Manage Continuations option from the app icon, and review the status for their grants at any time. Please contact the ERA Service Desk with any technical or submission questions at www.era.nih.gov/need-help or 866-504-9552. If you have grants management or budget issues, please contact your assigned grants management specialist. Thank you for listening to this recording, and have a great day.